Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser. Greatest podcast known to man, as voted by Brian Fury, Forrest Law, Huarang, Julia Chang, Hayachi Mishma, Jin Kazama, Mujukin, Ling, Zhao Yu, Dr. Boskanovich, Gon, Ogre, Panda, Anna Williams, and Gun Jack. All of those people unanimously decided that this was the greatest podcast they have ever seen. Shout out to iBookBoy, OGZ, Kiss My Day Day, Cam, Scootin' Ain't a Crime, Day Day, Nonfiction Bullies, D-Trick, Day Day, Kiss My Cam, same three names over and over again. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Today, we do this podcast every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. The time right now is 3:39. We are only 9 minutes late, which is my favorite German word. Nine. Ich leg Penner Titten. Donkey. 9. Yeah, I've been working on my German lately. It's been an uneventful week. This might be a fast podcast, depending on how much we can freestyle as far as these topics go. It's a special day today. You guys know that I've been skateboarding for 24 years, and every June 21st is a special day for all skateboarders. The holiday is known as Go Art Day. Yep, today is the day everyone goes out and does art, because if it was actually Go Skateboarding Day, that would require like a kickflip of some sort. And I know that the vast majority of skateboarders only ride a skateboard so that they can go to the skate park and play on TikTok. There's no actual skateboarding happening. I tuned into Ricky Glazer's stream today. He's doing an IRL stream where he goes to the skate park and looks at everybody on Go Skate Day. And it's these skate parks where hundreds of kids show up. I looked at it. Hundreds and hundreds of kids showed up to the skate park. I saw 4 people skateboarding. Everyone else grabbed their skateboard, brought their skateboard out from the car, walked up to the skate park, and sat down and held their skateboard in their lap and then stared. And stared at all the art. Stared at all the art happening. I know I'm just like that old man who's disappointed in modern skateboarding, but it's wild to me that, like, why consider it a holiday if you're not gonna participate at all? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of another holiday like that would be comparable, but I can't think of one. Like 4th of July. Okay, I'm gonna go light fireworks. I like America. Fun place to be. I like fireworks. I'm gonna participate. Why would you participate in Go Skateboarding Day if you've never gone skateboarding ever before, and you never will from today moving forward? No skateboarding in your life ever, except for buying the skateboard and taking pictures with it. We used to call those posers, but today a poser is just another version of a great skateboarder, because even if you've never done a trick, you're still a great skateboarder in your own special, unique way. You don't need to ride the skateboard or do the tricks, because skateboarding is subjective. Everyone can be good in their own way. I'm skateboarding right now in my own way. Like when I'm podcasting, it feels like skating. It identifies as skating. So basically right now, I am going skateboarding as we're talking right now. Because a lot of the times, even in these Thrasher videos, you don't actually have to do any skateboarding in the skate video. You could fly on an airplane. I could go outside, get a little remote controlled airplane, and that's my version of skating in my own special, unique way. So yeah, Go Art Day. Super a great holiday for skateboarders. My God. I was going to on my second channel, I was going to make a video and I forgot to do it, where I was going to go outside and have some pasta and I have some glue. I was going to just drop some pasta and glue on a piece of paper and then make a video just called Go Skateboarding Day. And it was like, it's my version of skateboarding because it's art. Skateboarding is art. So art is also skateboarding. And I just go out there and this is my macaroni drawing. I did it. Everyone give me a thumbs up. I'm doing skateboarding on Go Skateboarding Day because it's art. Okay. Earlier this week, I went to the old grocery store on Monday. I bought probably the most prestigious alcohol you could buy in the entire. Basically, it's at like the top shelf of Walmart. You have to get special help for someone to unlock the case and give you this very rare 2024 cardboard box filled with wine. So I got the old Franzia. Got the Franzia fruity sweet red wine. Busted that Mama Jamma open, and today's Friday. We finished that bitch on Thursday. So I'm gonna have a really healthy heart. The other day I got a big bottle of Carlo Rossi, whatever the other cheap jug wine is. And on the way out, some guy with a face tattoo is like, he's checking my receipt. He's like, hey, wine's good for your heart. I was like, I'm about to have a really good heart. I'm about to have a heart of hearts in a minute here, because within 2 days, this wine's gonna be gone. I feel like the more wine you drink, the healthier your heart gets. And maybe, what if that applies to beer? Then I have a really good heart. A Fireball? Even better. Wine? Even better. Weed? Does weed help your heart? If so, especially the vapes, then I have the best heart. People have told me I have a big heart. An enlarged, inflamed, diseased heart. I bought a pen. Yeah. Riveting topics, Steve. Wow, this podcast it's very, I really can't take my eyes off it. I bought a pen from this website, and the pen turns into a knife. It cost me $3. And I got the pen. Here's the thing. Pen doesn't write. It wrote for like one sentence, and now the ink doesn't work anymore. The knife still works. Am I going to be that guy that calls customer service and goes, hey, you guys sent me a pen knife, but the pen part doesn't work? I feel like that's kind of a Karen move. Then again, I paid for a pen knife. I'm the type of person, as we all are, reasonable people. I try not to complain. In restaurants, even if I'm at the grocery store and I can't find an item, coconut milk, where's that? Is it by coconuts or is it by milk? I don't fucking know. I don't ask anyone. I would rather die on this hill where I aimlessly wander around without bothering anyone. Same thing when it comes to complaining about really anything in life. Like at this bar we go to all the time called Coopy's. I go there every Friday. If you guys ever want to come beat me up or fight me or catch me, I'm always at Coopy's bar. Come and kill me. I tell the entire internet where I'm at all times. We went there, I ordered chicken fingers, and they gave me chicken wings. Somebody we were with was like, he didn't order chicken fingers, he ordered chicken wings. I'm like, no. I said, no, listen, m'lady, listen, madame, I will eat whatever they give me. Listen, chicken wings are more expensive. They just lost $1. They gave me a more expensive dish. So let's shut the fuck up. And I like chicken wings. And guess what? They're the same flavor as chicken fingers. They come from the same bird. Before it ended up here on my plate, it was going. So why would I complain about basically getting the same dish? It was a little bit off, right? I was thinking about that today. I cook eggs maybe every other morning. I have eggs for breakfast. This morning I had a turkey and egg quesadilla with Carolina Reaper cheese, which it's marketed as Carolina Reaper cheese. It's actually not that spicy at all. It's just kind of like a spiced cheese. So that was my breakfast. And the egg came out like a hard egg, because sometimes I cap the frying pan. I put a glass top on it so it cooks the top and the bottom. I would prefer like medium hard, but it ended up being a hard egg. And I thought to myself, what if I ordered that at like IHOP or Denny's and the egg came out a little runny? Like, there's people out there, they wake up every day praying that someone fucks up their egg so that they can bitch about it. I'll just eat the egg. You could bring me a poached egg on accident. You could leave the egg out and I won't complain unless I have to pay for it. I think that's where I draw the line. If you overcharge me for something, I'll get a little bit annoyed. But if you make an honest mistake, not a big deal. Now, if we were talking like steak, if I ordered like a medium rare steak and it came out like well done, of course I'd be like, hey dude, you accidentally did this. I don't need a discount. I just need the correct item. You know what I'm saying? I guess I would complain. Anyways, I don't want to be the guy that complains about the pen knife. But the whole purpose of having a pen knife is that it's secretly a pen, and then suddenly it's a knife. Well, guess what? The knife is hidden inside the pen. I would never be using this pen. It can't be disguised if I can't use it for the first thing it's used for. I would have been more hyped if the pen worked great and the knife was not sharp, because I can fix that. I can fix the sharpness of the knife. I can't fix the penniness of the pen. So let me know your thoughts. I'll just write an email. Or also, I never want to be accused of trying to scam somebody. So I'm also the type of person that would take a video of me using the pen, thus proving that it doesn't write. Maybe that's going too far. Also, it was only $3. So it's not like I'm going to bankrupt the company by asking them to replace my $3 pen knife. Then again, what if they send me another pen knife and that one doesn't write? So I'm I'm working with the idea of maybe I'll take the pen apart and I'll put in another piece of a whole different pen, put that pen in that pen, do a pen surgery, perhaps using a knife, and put a pen back together. Anyways, yeah, what a great podcast. Guy talks about his pen. Guy talks about his pen for fucking 15 minutes. What else has been going on? So I posted a board slide today on Go Skate Day. I follow a streamer called Floppy Jimmy. Yeah, yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. Floppy Jimmy's really weird ass dude, great skateboarder. And I posted a clip of me doing a board slide in his Discord. Right? And instead of him saying, nice job, nice board slide, you know, not like he can do any fucking board slides. He's a bitch. He can't board slide. It would be so easy for me to just beat his fucking ass at skateboarding. So I do the board slide. He writes, still doing board slides, huh? He cuts me down. Skateboarders are supposed to build each other up. No high five, no dap, no hug. New age skaters usually would make out and grab each other's dicks. Not even that from this guy. He's a little younger than me. I don't think he's young enough to be like one of those type of skaters, but he made fun of me for landing a trick perfectly. So then my response was, my one-liner. This is my best one-liner of the week. My one-liner was, Floppy Jimmy only got into skateboarding because he thought the Hall of Meat was a gay place he could visit. Listen, I should be a writer for like the roast of Comedy Central. Is that not a brilliant one-liner? If you're not a skateboarding fan, Hall of Meat is like a series on Thrasher where when skateboarders fall down, you know, they hit their arms and then, you know, they get bloody and it looks like meat. So it's like the Hall of Meat. It's like a Hall of Fame, but it's meat because when you fall hard, your meat. You get it, motherfucker. The meat. The book. You can say, this guy only got into skateboarding because he thought Hall of Meat was a gay place he could visit. Now, look, it's a work in progress, right? I thought of that like off the top of my head. You guys, we could probably shape that into a better joke somehow. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. Speaking of the Hall of Meat, instead of giving out stickers, I'm going to start giving out splooge. Or maybe if you guys buy anything, I'm also going to have a website where I give away my splooge, and I have little free samples of splooge. If you don't know what it is, earlier this week, I smoked a lot of weed and drank a lot of wine, and I decided that if you guys have heard of classic like steak rub is salt, pepper, garlic, SPG. I thought to myself, man, wouldn't that be funny if we could spell a word? I was like, wait, what about? There's, onion powder, oregano. So I invented splooge. Right that minute, I came up with splooge. Salt, pepper, lemon, onion, oregano, garlic. So I'm going to be giving out free samples of splooge. I already tested. And there's also, you add in habanero powder, splooge. So later today, my buddy's going to come over. I'm going to give him a free sample of my splooge. And I would love to have like an E at the end, but I don't think there's any spice that starts with E. I looked it up. I typed in on Google spices that start with E. Couldn't find any good ones. Also, did you know lemon pepper is not just lemon and pepper? It's many other ingredients. Who would have thought that? So anyways, I made some splooge yesterday on some chicken. I had chicken. So I splooged my chicken. I had some mushrooms and mashed potatoes and broccoli. And I splooged the chicken. The issue with that, though, is I put 1 part of every ingredient. And I think next time we do that, we're going to double the salt, half the amount of habanero powder. The habanero powder is really overwhelming. Also, the lemon I have is just like dehydrated lemon rind. So, I don't know if that's the right word, rind. What's the outside of a lemon called? Zest. Rind, zest, whatever the fuck it is. It's like lemon zest dehydrated. And I need to get that into smaller pieces. So I'm going to grab this coffee grinder. I have a coffee grinder out there. Grind up all this splooge. And then we're going to throw it on some chicken. I really hope this doesn't get like demonetized. Just mix in ground ecstasy. Okay, I mean that. First you eat the splooge. And then you want to splooge if you add in the ecstasy. That's what I've heard. So if you guys are interested in in trying my splooge, just talk to me on Twitch. I think stamps are like 80 cents. You send me 80 cents, I send you splooge. And also anyone who wins a sticker pack also gets a free sample of my splooge. Speaking of sticker packs, would you guys like to win some sticker packs and splooge, or even some splooge once I get the the ingredients correct? All right, first one to answer this trivia question correctly wins a Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. You must be located in the United States. The question is, name 3 characters in the video game Tekken 3. Have you ever tried Tekken 3 dicks in your mouth? Oh man, it is crazy. It's almost as crazy as putting splooge on your potatoes. Larry, Curly, and Moe. Incorrect. I literally named I named 15 characters. I think I named 14 or 15 characters at the beginning of the stream. Everyone knows the breakdance guy, right? Come on, dudes. Let's get it going here. Googling is allowed if you want to cheat. Cheating is allowed. Scootin' Ain't a Crime says Jin, Yoshi, and King. Day says Ling, Ogre, and Eddie Gordo. How the fuck did you guys not come up with Eddie Gordo? I know I'm just a button masher when it comes to fighting games, except for Smash Brothers, but everyone knows Eddie Gordo. King was the wrestling tiger. Come on, guys. The bear was, well, there's 2 bears. There's a panda bear, and then there's a big brown bear. Who cares? Why are we talking about this? Whoever won, Scootin' Ain't a Crime, send me a DM on Twitch, and I will get your sticker pack to you on Monday. Or it might take 3 weeks, because most recently, I I lagged for 3 weeks, and I write funny names on each package, and I think one got lost, because I think I wrote that it was from Mike Tyson. So maybe I'll fix that. Final topic of the day. How long did we make it today? Fucking 21 minutes. What a short, shitty, awful podcast. I know I've been talking about my roof for the past 5 weeks. Well, this is the final roof story ever. Final story of the roof being repaired. Well, actually, there might be more, because I still have part of my bathroom. They broke the ceiling, so I might still tell stories of repairing my ceiling whenever I get around to fixing it. So, you know what? The roof, let's just talk about my roof every podcast for the next fucking 20 weeks. Anyways, I got $200 free. This guy came, knocked on my door. He's like, hey, are you busy? I'm like, no, what's going on? He's like, I didn't pay you, right? And I'm like, this is the guy that's running the show, right? Running the job. He said, I didn't pay you, right? I'm like, No, I owe you $11,000. But like insurance owes you $11,000. Listen, I know you're new to this whole roofing thing. You don't pay me after you fix my roof. That's not part of the deal. But I guess technically, I am a tenant here since the insurance is in my grandpa's name and he's like the owner of the house. So the guy that's running the job is under the impression that I referred him to my grandpa, even though I referred him to me. I'm the one who has the fucked roof. I need this roof fixed. And if insurance is going to cover it, that's even better. But he's like, I didn't pay you yet. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you referred me to your grandfather. I wouldn't have gotten this job without your help. Here's $200 referral fee. Like referral bonus. And I was like, I'm not going to say no, but I wouldn't have cared if you didn't. So I told him thanks, and then I'll never see him again. Also, funny, the guy that's running the roofing job, I guess he used to skate like everyone quote used to skate. Also, small world, I met that guy and the owner of the company. He's like, yeah, I remember back skating in Santa Cruz, Jim Phillips, Tony Alva. And I'm like, how do you know all these names? You're like, this guy's like 60 something years old. He's like, yeah, I was part of it. And then I snapped my leg in half and he pulls up his leg and it's broken. And then the other guy that's running the roofing job has Lakais on. And I look down at his shoes. I'm like, wait, you have Lakais? You're talking about skating? What is it? Just like a skateboarding roofing company all of a sudden? Did you see my ramp in the backyard? So I got $200. Never gonna complain about $200. Not at all. Well, that's it. That's everything I got for the podcast. We're going to end the podcast, but the stream will continue for another 30 minutes. I'm probably going to play some Mario. You know what? Joe Rogan can sit there in silence and just go, what do you guys want to talk about? You guys ever tried weed or ayahuasca? I tried it. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild. Crazy. It's wild, man. Or I can tell you guys all the topics and then get on with our lives. That's what I do. Can I get a hell yeah from everybody in the chat room right now? I appreciate you guys for all hanging out. If you tuned in late, don't worry. The repeat of the podcast comes out on Sunday on iTunes, on Podbean, on YouTube, anywhere where podcasts can be found, on Spotify as well. Also, extra big shout out to iBookBoy for the 1,000-bit donation, and special thank you to Dingo Dogger Dude and Get Booped. Last night, I finished the bag of wine, the box/bag of wine, and he was generous enough to donate $50. $50. That's going to go straight to beer and alcohol tonight. So because of you, they say money doesn't buy happiness, but money buys beer, and you drink beer with your friends, and then you're happy. So it kind of does. Also, I say this all the time. There's no problem in my life that can be immediately fixed with money. There's not one. Shout out to Kisma, Scootin' Crime, Cam, Dietrich, B Squared, Scootin', iBook Boy, Day Day, B Squared, Day Day. I appreciate you guys always for hanging out. We have a good time here on the podcast. We've done over 300 episodes of this thing. So you think there's like 52 weeks in a year. 50, 100, that's like 6 years of podcasts. We've been doing this for a long time. Did you guys know also, one of my first ever Ninja reviews was in 2011. So I've been talking to a camera and talking to a microphone for a long time. So I appreciate you guys all for hanging out. I hope you guys all have a nice weekend. Be safe out there. And as I always say, don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. Yeah, why don't you go back to the Hall of Meat so you can get back to sucking dick?